From zero to legendary, the map to building real wealth. Imagine for a moment that you are standing on a deserted beach at sunrise. The tide moves in and out gently, as if breathing in harmony with the universe. You look toward the horizon and realize that the point where the sky meets the sea is not a boundary but a promise. A promise that if you have enough courage, you can sail beyond what your eyes can see now and discover worlds yet to be explored. This is the first step on the journey to building real wealth, recognizing that you already possess everything you need within yourself: courage, determination, and vision, and that the true challenge lies in learning how to access those qualities. Human. History is filled with examples of people who started from absolutely nothing and through the strength of their will and the power of their ideas, transformed the world. Thomas Edison, who was called crazy for trying to capture light in a bulb. Henry Ford, who faced bankruptcies before creating an industrial revolution. Walt Disney, whose dream was rejected countless times before becoming synonymous with magic. They didn't begin with infinite resources or privileged connections. They began with something far more valuable, a mindset that propelled them to see possibilities where others saw limitations. That mindset is your greatest asset, and it starts with understanding that life is shaped not by the circumstances you face, but by how you interpret them. When Napoleon Hill wrote Think and Grow Rich, he left us an unshakable message. Our thoughts have the power to create or destroy our reality. Today, more than ever, this idea resonates deeply. We live in an age of constant distractions, bombarded with information, opinions, and external expectations. But here's the truth. The noise around you will only matter if you allow it to occupy space in your mind. Your thoughts are the fertile soil where your future achievements will be planted. Nurture them carefully. Replace limiting beliefs with powerful convictions. Trade fear for faith. And remember, the difference between who you are today and who you can become tomorrow is not in the destination but in the direction you choose to follow. And so we arrive at the first great key to building real wealth: unwavering belief in yourself. Before conquering anything in the external world, you must first conquer your own heart and mind. Abraham Lincoln, one of history's greatest leaders, once said, "All that I am or hope to be, I owe to my mother." He wasn't just talking about maternal love, but about the importance of having someone or something that fuels your confidence when you doubt yourself. However, the secret is that this source of belief doesn't have to come from outside. It can, and should, come from within. When you decide that you deserve success, that you have the right to dream big, and that your mistakes are merely lessons in disguise, you begin paving the path to greatness. It's not arrogance, it's self-confidence. It's knowing that no matter the falls, you will always find a way to rise again. But believing in yourself is only the beginning. The next step is clarity. Without clarity, you'll be navigating without a map, lost in a sea of wasted opportunities. How many people spend their lives chasing goals that were never truly theirs? They chase money because society says it will bring happiness, or they seek recognition because they feel the need to prove something to others. But here's the liberating truth. Real wealth isn't measured by your bank balance, but by the impact you create and the inner peace you experience. So ask yourself, what does success really mean to you? Not the success Hollywood sells or what your friends post on social media, but the kind of success that makes your heart vibrate. Find that answer, and you will have found your compass. Once you have clarity about what you want, it's time to shape that vision. Visualization is a powerful tool used by athletes, entrepreneurs, and visionaries throughout history. Michael Jordan didn't become the greatest basketball player of all time solely because of his physical talent. He visualized every shot, every move, before stepping onto the court. Similarly, you need to train your mind to see the future you desire as if it's already real. Close your eyes and imagine. What will your life look like when you achieve your goals? What emotions will you feel? What environment will surround you? Who will be by your side? By doing this repeatedly, you condition your subconscious to act as if that future is inevitable. And when your mind believes, your body follows. However, vision without purpose is like a boat without oars, beautiful to admire but incapable of moving forward. Purpose is the fuel that keeps your motivation burning during the toughest moments. It's the reason you get out of bed every morning, even when the world seems to conspire against you. Mother Teresa found her purpose in serving the poor. Steve Jobs found his in technological innovation. And you? What legacy do you want to leave for the world? When you connect your personal goals to something greater than yourself, they gain weight and meaning. They become more than numbers on a spreadsheet. They become a mission. With purpose defined, discipline comes into play. Discipline is the difference between those who dream and those who achieve. Many start full of enthusiasm, but give up when the first obstacles appear. They want immediate results but underestimate the value of consistent effort. Remember this, even the mightiest oak trees started as tiny seeds. Every day dedicated to progress, no matter how small, accumulates over time. Establish routines. Stay faithful to them. And above all, accept that the path to real wealth is not linear. There will be days when you'll feel like you're advancing quickly, and days when it will seem like you're going in circles. But know this, as long as you keep moving, you're still progressing. Now, let's talk about action. Up to this point, you've reflected, believed, visualized, defined your purpose, and cultivated discipline. But as important as these steps are, they remain theoretical until you translate them into action. Action is the dividing line between dreamers and doers. It's the moment you step out of your comfort zone and face the unknown. How many brilliant ideas died simply because no one had the courage to put them into practice? Don't let yours be one of them. Start small if necessary, but start. Make a call, send an email, write a line of code, record a video. Just do something. Because in the end, it's not the big decisions that change your life, but the small daily actions that build the momentum needed for great transformations. Gratitude also plays a crucial role in this process. It acts as an anchor, keeping you centered during the highs and lows of the journey. There's an ancient wisdom that says, what we are grateful for tends to multiply in our lives. When you practice gratitude, you shift your perspective. Instead of focusing on what's missing, you celebrate what you already have. This not only elevates your emotional state, but also attracts more abundance into your life. Be grateful for challenges because they strengthen your character. Be grateful for victories because they validate your effort. And be grateful for the people around you because they are an integral part of your journey. Adaptability is another essential virtue. The world is constantly changing, and those who thrive are the ones who learn to dance with change. Jeff Bezos started by selling books online, and decades later, transformed his company into a global giant that redefines entire industries. He didn't do this by resisting change, but by embracing it. Be prepared to adjust your plan, reinvent yourself, and even pivot completely if necessary. Flexibility is not weakness, it's strategic intelligence. Resilience, on the other hand, is the muscle that allows you to keep fighting even when the road gets steep. Every great entrepreneur, artist, or inventor faced monumental failures before achieving success. J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers before publishing Harry Potter. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison before leading his country to freedom. They didn't give up because they understood that failure is not the end, but part of the process. Every fall is an opportunity to learn, grow, and come back stronger. Finally, never stop learning. Formal education may end, but lifelong learning is vital. Read books, attend lectures, talk to people from different fields. Expand your knowledge because knowledge is power. And when combined with deliberate action, it becomes unstoppable. Now, return to that initial image of the beach at sunrise. You're still there, but something has changed. Now you know that the horizon is not just a promise, but a call to build something extraordinary, something legendary. And though the journey will be long and full of challenges, you know that every step taken with intention and passion brings you closer to the destiny you've chosen for yourself. So stand up, take a deep breath, and begin. Because real wealth isn't at the end of the road, but in every moment you choose to move forward with courage, purpose, and gratitude.